Hey guys, it's Charlie and Storm here. Boom. And I just got out of seeing Anaconda 2025. That is the Jack Black and Paul Rudd spiritual sequel. And, okay. Anaconda might very well be the most meta movie I have ever seen. It definitely qualifies as meta when the original Anaconda from 1997 exists in a world where the spiritual sequel being filmed by Jack Black, Paul Rudd, and their crew of 40-somethings that as children had dreams, had aspirations to make films, basically, is the plot of this movie. So basically, Jack Black, Paul Rudd, and their buddies from high school had aspirations to make films. Life happens. They grow up as 40-somethings. They're not great. They're not happy with where life has basically placed them. And then Paul Rudd has this idea to, let's go back and let's make a Anaconda sequel, to which Jack Black, basically his character, essentially frames this as a spiritual successor to Anaconda, where they are now filming a movie about Anaconda in Brazil with an anaconda. And yeah, there are so many meta aspects to it. I love this idea. I really love this idea of basically a spiritual sequel, but they don't have the rights to the movie, so they're making a unauthorized version of a Sony IP, which is also commented on numerous times in the movie. So it's very relevant about IPs and how smaller productions usually try to make spiritual successors to stuff that they know is successful and that will sell, even if they don't have the IP, if they don't have the rights to that original idea. See what I mean by how meta this movie is? It is amazing. I was a little worried that Jack Black was going to kind of overdo the humor a bit, but surprisingly, I felt that Jack Black was a little scaled back. Like, he wasn't as big as I would normally expect him to be in this movie. It wasn't just about him and his humor. It was about, feeding off of Paul Rudd. I feel Jack Black and Paul Rudd just have this amazing, I just feel genuine, respect between the two of them. As characters, as actors, I'm pretty sure, as actors, they have respect for each other. And they just gave each other their moments, kind of, to just have fun, And that's what this was. It was a fun movie. A lot more fun than if I went to see Avatar Fire and Ice. So yeah, I made the better choice of seeing this one than the new Avatar. Eventually, I'll get around to seeing Avatar. I know I am going to. I'm not a big fan of that franchise, but I'm going to make myself see it at some point. But I'm just glad that I went with this one first, because I knew what I was getting into. I just wasn't expecting how meta this movie really was. It was fun. It really is fun. And I don't feel like my description of how fun this movie is does it justice, because there's so much going on and stuff that I am being very vague about, because I don't want to ruin the fun. I just want people to go see this and have fun. Have fun for 90 minutes, because it's a 90-minute movie. All right, guys. Peace.